Is this actually going to work? Rethink this. This camera's not going to stand up, is it? Rethink. Right. For those people who are watching on YouTube, I'm actually going to do a little test. So I'm actually ready to go live on TikTok, and I'm also live on YouTube. So the problem is now I'm going to YouTube now, and I'm not actually pressed go live on TikTok. So I don't know who's about. Let me rethink this. I might be able to get my microphone stand, because I've actually had to physically plug in my phone, because these technical difficulties that I always face on a regular basis, I actually go live and I always run out of battery. Just going to go wrap round there. Get that in there like that. Right. Right, different angles for two different views of the frog. So I've got TikTok down here and I've got YouTube up there. I want them both at the same level, but so I'm talking to TikTok and I'm only to YouTube, TikTok. Introduce yourself, say hi. Right, let's do this experiment. So I've got one person in the in on YouTube. So I'm halfway through my lunch, ladies and gents. I don't know if I can actually move that one up. Can't bring it down, can I? Everybody, stand by. We are now going to hit live on TikTok. So I need to find out which one will be the best response. So Froggy316 on TikTok, and also Froggy316 on YouTube. YouTube, introduce yourself to TikTok. So got 4 people watching YouTube now. So we're cheating. We're going live before I hit live on TikTok. Right. I'm going to introduce myself to the TikTok community. So I'm going to be live. We're both on. So the tablet is 54%, and I'm charging up the iPhone. So, right, wait for this. I'm going to go live on TikTok. Hang on, let me go. 3, 2, 1. Let me see who. Do I actually let people know? We're notifying your viewers that you're going live. I actually physically able to turn this camera around and actually show you the experience I have on TikTok. Hello! Oh, got our first caller. And let me get you pinned. You're my first hello. You are now pinned. I'm going live on TikTok as well. So if you can actually physically say hello to my TikTok viewers as well, at the same address, Froggy316. So we're getting got 2 people in the chat now on YouTube, and I'm still waiting for a notification. Well, I'm waiting for a response from TikTok. this is an experiment. So I've got 10 people watching on YouTube, and I've got a lot of people in, and yeah, thank you very much. So we got one person on TikTok. So for those people watching on TikTok, I am actually physically going live on both platforms, TikTok and YouTube. So your choice is really TikTok, YouTube. So after this little live today, we are going to see how much response I get from both platforms. So unfortunately for you boys and girls, I'm halfway through my lunch. So if you had your lunch, do apologise, because I got my goodie bag. Cheesy puffs. Am I allowed to say cheesy puffs on social media? Anyway, let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. So let me see who's coming in. Lisa, welcome to the TikTok. Say hi. Let me just click on hi. Hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. So, got 2 people on TikTok, and I've now got 7 people on YouTube. So the competition is unlock requirements, guests. Why do I always get that? Anyway, I need to do more lives. Fruit. 5 a day. Melon and grape. Apologise, I'm eating my lunch. So, at the moment, YouTube is in the lead by 9. TikTok has got 2. Meow. Geography. Meow. How did you get on? I really appreciate your calling out for prayer yesterday. So the competition is between YouTube and TikTok. So at the moment, YouTube is in the lead by 6 people, and I have on TikTok now got 3. So the competition today is who's going to be more active. I've got a lot of people on TikTok and I've got a lot of people on YouTube. So anyway, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome Zoe with the Y. My sister's called Zoe. Let me see what the response is, ladies and gentlemen, between TikTok and YouTube. Focus on, I do apologise for the people on YouTube. My focus is on the camera which is below you, and it's quite, so I'm trying to do a little experiment between YouTube, Twitter, not Twitter. I just swore on social media. Don't do X anymore. I'm not an X-man. Used to be an X-man. Right. Let's see who is going to be the winner at the end of this stream. So, the title on YouTube is, I'm not too sure. I always title my live stream. So, got my laptop in front of me so I can monitor TikTok, and I can actually physically see. I might have to turn the volume down as well. mute what I'm doing. So I did a little video to say I'm going live, but I got no response. Hello. I recorded a busker who's in town, and the last video got 164. So there's one that's 180. So there is a lot of activity at the moment on TikTok. So it's quite sad really. I've only got one viewer on TikTok and I've got 4 viewers on YouTube. So welcome to the chat, all those on YouTube. Really appreciate every single one of you. We are now at 334 subscribers on Life on YouTube 1, and I think over 1,445 on YouTube 2. YouTube 2. Got a YouTube 1 and YouTube 2. So just hanging out, finding out which social media platform is going to win in this competition. I don't know how long I'm going to talk for. So 54, I've got 52% on my tablet, which is on TikTok, and I don't know if I've got a buffering problem on the YouTube. Seems to be skipping. My heart skips the beat. Anyway, do apologise to those people on YouTube. We seem to have losing transmission. Right, because I need to pay my bill. How has your day been? My day, my was quite busy. Finished work, went to Dick's Bean Bar, my coffee shop. I got 2 free brews because I actually physically went to the bank and got £20 worth of £1 coins. So that's a good deal, that. Free brews at Dick's Bean Bar. Local coffee shop in Warrington. Very highly recommended. And they're celebrating 9 years this Friday. So happy birthday, Dick's Bean Bar. Anyway, I don't know if YouTube is having a little bit of a crisis. Can we physically find out what's going on with YouTube, guys? Because I don't think we're getting the signals. So I don't know if I actually physically check on the tablet on my computer. Eating my lunch. Do apologise. Right, let's check out YouTube. Let's find out what the problem is. So, life on TikTok. So let me just find out what you talk. What are we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about this. This is talking about TikTok versus YouTube. Let's try and spell that correctly. YouTube. I think we're having some problems on YouTube at the moment, so I'll do up there. So those people on TikTok, I'm hoping that I'm coming through nice and clear. Do apologise, oh my days. It's not very good, this, actually. The host is actually eating in front of you all. So it's tips and tricks. And I found that YouTube is falling behind on the performance of their... So basically, TikTok is the challenge to actually videos. Yeah, so let me clear my throat. I hate to say this, but YouTube, anybody out there, come on. If anybody has physically got social media networks, you can actually physically find me on YouTube, TikTok, at F.R.O.G 316. So double G IE 316 on YouTube, if that makes sense. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. So hopefully I'll get some more likes, some more shares, and people will actually physically pop in, pop out, shake it all about. Having some problems there. YouTube, I do apologise for any inconvenience caused. I don't know if it's the internet. Might have to give my modem a kick. Anyway, thank you everybody who's joining on TikTok. I really appreciate every single one of you. And I actually physically was doing a short on TikTok yesterday before I went out to meet Christopher. Pokemon Chris cost a lot. Pokemon Chris. And I actually physically said, I challenged him saying, you got 4,000 followers. You've been on TikTok now for 12 months and you're crushing it, as they say. So my challenge is I'll go live within 2 months. So it's definitely under 2 months. So I don't know if you actually physically owe me a brew. Christopher, I see you in my feed. Why are you stalking me, sir? Why aren't you at the gym pumping some iron after your day at work? Why are you playing and expressing yourself on TikTok? You told me to get YouTube. Then you told me to get the the Cafe app. But you don't even go into Cafe Nero. Why would you want to do that, mate? Anyway, talk about it in it. Yeah, talk about it in it. Yeah, Chloe. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, yeah. Slang. Like Chloe's talking slang. Is it talking about it? In it? Alright? Yeah. Huh. I seem to have a dead person in the chat on TikTok. And press live again. So, I'm on YouTube. And I'm also on TikTok. And I'm doing a little bit of a experiment. So at the moment, yeah, not much happening there, is there? Seven on TikTok, on YouTube, and I got 2 on TikTok, if that makes sense. What's that say? Dragon, no one. Do you love slavery? No. All depends what type of slavery you actually are talking about, sir. Or could it be a lady? Anyway, so if you are disguised as a woman, please let me know. And if you're disguised as a man, please let me know. I do apologize. So basically, I've got all these people popping in, popping out, and so I don't know how long I'm gonna be live for. Probably live until my tablet runs out of batteries, like it did last time. So, I think YouTube is having a hissy fit. So I might actually physically end YouTube and focus on TikTok. So if you're actually physically on TikTok and want to move over, change platform, come onto TikTok, type in @F.R.O.G 316, you're more than welcome. So, or I'll probably reset the system and see if we can get a better feed. Yeah, I got a gift badge. I can't pronounce that word. Tina. Is that Tina? Tina, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay. Dragon no more. So, you into rap, sir? Or madame? Wait for a response. Anyway, I do apologise for every single one on YouTube. We're having some technical difficulties. I don't know if that's the problem. So, if you are on YouTube and you're finding it very difficult to watch, so let me just find. Thanks for the follow, Dragon. Appreciate that. Yeah, so just give me a minute. Let me just find my stream on TikTok and send it to YouTube. Right, let me just right click, copy, and then stick it in the old paste. Let me see. How's the weather doing over there today? So, for those people watching on YouTube, the weather is hot. The sun is out, the sky is blue, and I'm not singing it. I'm not singing that song. Yeah. So I do appreciate every single one of you on TikTok and